Hey y'all, so if you're on a GLP-1 or considering a GLP-1, I just wanted to share 5 things to be mindful of when taking that journey. So first thing is know your why. What's your true motivation behind, taking that step and making sure that you get your health in order? Is it strictly just weight loss? Is it, you got some bad numbers from your physical, maybe your cholesterol is high, maybe you're pre-diabetic. What's your why behind, doing this? Mine is kind of a mixture of everything. I've been trying to lose weight for years, and I went to the doctor last year and discovered that I was pre-diabetic, and I've lost a few family members to strokes and diabetes over the last 3 years. So it was kind of like my wake-up call. But that's what helps keep me motivated, when the tough times come, when I don't want to do it anymore. So know your why. Number two, the shot is not a miracle potion, y'all. It's not a magic trick, nothing. You must put in the work. If you don't work, nothing will. So you need to make sure you're eating clean, meaning eat a lot of lean protein, low carbs, plenty of vegetables and fruits, lots and lots and lots of water. So you need to make sure that you're focusing on getting your protein in, working out so you can keep building that muscle. The goal is to be healthy, right? So we got to make sure we're doing what we need to be doing for our bodies to help the shot. Number three, you will need to force yourself to eat. So there's gonna be so many times where you're just not hungry. You don't have an appetite. You're nauseous or whatever the case may be. You're just not hungry, but you gotta force yourself to eat anyway. The goal is not to starve yourself, and that's how you're gonna get skinny. That's not how this works. The goal is to portion control, yes, but also make sure you're still eating a nutritious meal. So get your nutrients in. What works for me is meal prepping. Honestly, I stick to my meal prep schedule. I eat 3 times a day and I eat a couple snacks in between. And that's helping because of my meal prep. So stick to your meal prep to make sure you're still doing, giving your body those nutrients. Number four, possible side effects. So here's what I've experienced. I've experienced extreme fatigue, nauseous, and constipation. The fatigue and nausea kind of happens more like right after that very next day when I get the shot, and the fatigue. So that very next day I'm really tired and I'm nauseous. I don't want to do nothing. That's when that motivation is going to come into play. That's when you got to remind yourself, get up, get your butt up and get to the gym. You know what I'm saying? So push through that constipation though. Boy, that's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother level. So I'll be completely transparent. It got so bad where I stopped taking the shot for at least a month, just to make sure I got my gut health back on track. I started implementing more probiotics, fiber supplements, making sure I'm just doing what I can on my end, drinking lots of water because you get dehydrated easily on the shot as well. So I got my gut health in order, and I feel a little bit more better with my new plan of attack. So I'm back on the shot. But trust and believe, if it continues to be a problem again in the future, I will stop the shot altogether and just finish the rest of my journey on my own, which I have no problem with doing. Last but not least, live your life. This is your journey, your story to tell. Don't let anyone make you feel ashamed for trying to better yourself. People will always have something to say. They're always going to talk about you, whether you're big, small, whatever, rich, poor, attractive, unattractive, or whatever the case may be. People will always have something to say. And you know what I say to that? You might as well do you anyway. Do what makes you feel good about yourself. Live your life. People gonna talk about you anyway. Hey, just give them something to talk about. All right, you guys, that was my little bit of 5 tips to help you out on this journey. Just something that, you want to make sure you're fully aware of, or you may already be experiencing some of these things as well on your own GLP-1 journey. So I would love to know down in the comments, what are some of the side effects or some of the things that you've experienced, or some good tips and feedback that you can give me as well on this journey. But again, yes, thank y'all so much and have a good day. Bye.